on radio. But let's see if, man, your screen is, bro, they have their helmets on. I can't see shit. But clearly, that one has a little bit more lighting as a picture, but clearly Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson is clearly a darker
They're in the same league.
Wearing the same number.
They're in the same league.
No, they're not. They're darker, bro. Take the tattoos off. You could find better pictures than that. Deshaun Watson is naturally darker than Dak Prescott. You would pick some controversial shit, like a picture that has better lighting than the other one. You trash. But anyway, so this principal in Texas decided to run his mouth about black quarterbacks, how they're unreliable, they're not smart, they're not good, this, that, and the third. And his ass got fired for it. And he's forced to apologize. And I just want to point out the racial history. And this was in a Bleacher Report, one of the best articles Bleacher Report ever wrote before they got all big time on us. When they talked about the history of black quarterbacks in the league and how some of the best athletes ever were black quarterbacks. And
that was just like last year.
No, the one I showed you, like the history of black quarterbacks, that shit's like 3-4 years old. That was an old article. No, it's pretty old. Because I referenced it back when we were at the Sundial. So that's an old article. Trust me. I have it bookmarked. But, yeah. Black quarterbacks routinely were seen as stupid and intellectually less than and couldn't lead. That's why most of the quarterbacks have always been white men. Because, as Pete always says, sports is a direct reflection of society. Such and such, this, that, and the third. And when you take into the racial components of the fact that a guy like Warren Moon won a Rose Bowl for Washington, wasn't allowed, like was told, we will not let you be a quarterback. He had to go to Canada, was so great in Canada that he's pretty much a Hall of Famer when it comes to Canadian football, won like 17,000 Grey Cups. LeBron James of the freaking Canadian Football League comes to the NFL and then has a Hall of Fame NFL career. And everybody's like, realistically, if he'd have been allowed to play quarterback from the beginning, he probably could have been statistically or just one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But he wasn't given that opportunity. He had to force his way.
And then you have people like Braxton Miller and J.T. Barrett who probably should have never played quarterback.
Don't compare those two. No,
I just wanted to slander Ohio State real quick. Sorry.
They're going to snuff you for that, but I got to boo you just to protect you from yourself. That was trash. For starters, Braxton Miller was never the passer that Warren Moon was. And Drew Brees, honestly, is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
And Braxton Miller was never the player that Terrell Pryor was. Let's talk about it.
We can. Terrell Pryor was a standard for athletes at Ohio State, and they ruined him. Should have went to, USC. At least they would have made him a decent quarterback.
Oh, my God.
He threw bubble screens all day. No, he should have went to Oregon. That would have changed the landscape of college football. Had Terrell Pryor gone to Oregon, oh, my God. Forget Jeremiah Masoli. Forget, it'd have been done. Joey Harrington was a slow white dude with a strong arm.
But he went to Oregon, and he was on NCAA 2013.
Why are you talking without the mic, jackass?
He went to Oregon, and he was on the cover of NCAA 2003.
You said 13 at first. You're a bum. I just want you to know that. You said 13 off the mic, and then you said 3. Like we didn't hear you. Let's check out the chat room. I didn't want to say this person's name wrong. Diddler Gomez? I can't read. Wow. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you in the chat room. Or, man, whatever. Sorry. I can't read. Wow. I didn't realize how hard it was to read, off the chat thing, off the screen. It's easier on my phone. But anyway. Yeah, go back to what you were about to slander somebody for. Because I'm done with my...
All right. Here we go. Here's a real tangent right here. Are you ready for this one?
Oh God.
All right, Kenny of Troy. Kenny of Troy. I'm putting you on the spot right now.
You probably looked at one of my old takes.
Who is the last USC starting black QB?
It ain't Jesse Scroggins. It's not Rodney Peete. It might be Rodney Peete, but nah, I feel like there was a black QB before him. After him.
Rodney Peete was the last significant one.
Yeah.
Which was when?
89. He was in the Heisman.
88. Good.
He was in the Heisman race. And he smacked me over the head when I was a guest on best damn sports show period on the Fox lot when I was a freshman in high school. We went there, and he was like, "Yo, pass this calendar or whatever to somebody." And he smacked me on the head.
Fun fact: Rodney Peete was drafted by the MLB 4 times.
Yeah, he was really good. Rodney Peete was a solid guy. But yeah, last black quarterback to play for USC, and I don't think there has been a black QB since.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Since
Jalen Green was recruited as a QB, but
there you go.
He was a receiver. That doesn't count. I don't count Jalen
Green. Damn, he still got it, folks.
I never lost it, bro.
He still got it.
I never lost it. Oh, thank you for giving me.
I really thought I was going to stump you on that one.
No, you're not, because I know all about Sarah football. He was a quarterback. Shout out to Doug Brumfield. By the way, I'm going to shout out really great black quarterbacks in the South Bay. Jalen Henderson out of Narbonne. Jaylon Daniels out of Lawndale.
Okay, let's talk about
Doug Brumfield. No, out of Sarah, that dude can sing.
No. Hold on.
He's probably going to get a scholarship to Utah.
Back up.
Okay, one last thing. Shout out to Utah giving a lot of black quarterback scholarships because their offense looks kind of nice.
Let's back up, though.
And Kentucky.
Let's back up, though, because
I'm sorry, I'm solely butchering your name, but I'm going to pronounce that. DDUHR. I don't know how that pronounces. Try it, Pete. I don't know.
Anyways, can I get back to my point?
Shout out to you in the chat room, though.
Yeah, there's only one person in the chat room. I'm pretty sure they know who they are. Anyways.
The listeners don't.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
Can you talk about USC a lot in this podcast, and overall we talk a lot about the black QB. So can we talk about how there's only been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black QBs in the history of USC football? Are you kidding me?
I told you, like they're rich white QBU. They only
that's wild.
Bryce, crap.
That is wild.
Bryce, I don't say Bryce Dixon, but the quarterback from Mater Dei, who literally was he.
Can you tell me who the first USC black QB was?
No, I can't. I know Sam Bam Cunningham though. He was a running back / fullback. He was the first black player for USC, if I'm not mistaken, but I can't tell you the first black quarterback for USC. I just know Rodney Pete's the only one and the best one.
He was a member of the first all-black backfield.
With Sam Cunningham, right?
I guess. I don't know. In
38 or something.
69, Jimmy Jones.
Yeah, see, I would have never known that.
He was a Rose Bowl champion.
I would have never known that. But I know they had a
first black QB on SI cover.
Yeah, I know they had that, but I just didn't know the guy's name at all. But yeah, they don't. USC only recruits a certain type of quarterback. Let's be honest. They could have offered RG3 a scholarship.
But you don't ever talk about that. You're the first one to expose every other program for their
I've talked about
racism.
That. I've talked about that. You're like, oh my god, I don't want to hear this. You're a USC homer. I was like, they don't like recruiting black quarterbacks. They didn't recruit RG3. He had offers from Stanford, if I'm not mistaken, but USC didn't offer him. I think USC probably offered Terrell Pryor a scholarship, but probably a receiver or some shit like that. So it's like, it's just trash. Like, they run the same offense, and it goes back to a take I had, I think, when we were on Football Friday, and I was like, there's a history of racism even with how they do the quarterback rankings in high school. Pocket passer versus dual threat. Yeah, they say dual threat.
And a lot of black QBs just get classified as athlete.
Even though some of them are like Byron Leftwich, they have no speed whatsoever. Yeah, Byron athlete, Byron Leftwich was.
Please don't ever say athlete and Byron Leftwich that
Byron
close in the same sentence.
Had a strong arm, but he said, "I'm not the slowest quarterback.
Horrible release.
I'm not the slowest quarterback, but he did play with a broken leg, and Marshall led them to a win." But he said, "I'm not the slowest quarterback. I'm just the slowest black quarterback," which was true, which was totally true.
Shout out to David Garrard.
Yeah, Eastern Carolina. He earned a spot in the league. Shout out to him. We don't really talk about Eastern Carolina players, but Eastern Carolina players are usually tough. And
Tywan Jones?
No. Tywan Jones, the running back?
Yeah.
He went to Eastern Washington.
Oh, my bad. You're right. I'm just taking hella L's today.
You're Big L. You're Big L 2.0.
All right, so can we get back to Taker Tangent?
Yeah, because I don't feel like going into the deep, long history of racism. And by the way, fuck Gerard Martinez still. That racist tweet, and he act like he didn't even say it. And he works for USCFootball.com as a scout or some shit. He really said, is it just me, or what's with all these flies in Moore Park? Are we in Africa? And nobody called him on that shit except me.
You called him on it like 2 weeks ago.
Like 2 other people. I'm still hot. He didn't say shit. But that kid... That dude is out there writing stories about y'all children. Yeah. Just don't think some of these people who work for like Spark and whoever else aren't like, don't think they're just like the nicest people in the world. No, some of them are racist assholes. And they just get by on, living off the name of your kid for a quick article or a quick highlight, whatever. Just keep that in mind.
All right, so
protect your kids, parents.
Something we alluded to earlier. And Ndamukong Suh threw shade at all the quarterbacks he's ever played for.
And he bitch slapped a bag when in drills. I saw that video.
Yeah, pretty much.
Straight hand right.
The Rams were practicing tackling the quarterback without hurting him and getting a unnecessary roughness call. And then Ndamukong Suh literally just ran up to the bag and socked it in the head and then moved about his business and went to the end of the line. It was pretty hilarious.
Yeah, with the straight hand right. Like, just not even a haymaker, just a... It's just one of those.
The weird thing is though, he actually moved and impacted the bag.
Yeah,
that's how strong he is. But yeah,
freak of nature, man.
Besides that, Sue said Jared Goff is the best quarterback he's ever had in his career, and he's had both Ryan Tannehill, Matthew Stafford, and whoever their backups are, because those guys both get hurt. So
Tannehill's trash though.
Do got to take or a tangent on Ndamukong Suh.
We skipped all the way to take a tangent.
Slandering all his former QBs.
Except Jared.
Did he play with Taylor Martinez? Who was his QB at Nebraska?
It wasn't Sam Keller. It might have been Sam Keller. And then Taylor Martinez. No, I think Taylor Martinez was after that. But yeah, it might have been Sam Keller. But anyway. He's right. All his quarterbacks have been trash. Matthew Stafford was trash early on. We can be honest about that. Matthew Stafford was trash early on until he decided he wasn't going to be a Jay Cutler cocky prick and actually get some coaching and be more accurate. And ever since he, had Jim Bob Cooter, yeah, you can never be a head coach with the name Jim Bob Cooter. I assume your cousins and your mom had an orgy and gave birth to you, and that's why your name is Jim Bob Cooter. Cooter! My name is Jim Bob Cooter.
Yeah, man.
I like football and football accessories.
Sue's just a petty motherfucker. I think we already know that.
Yeah.
So I'm not really surprised, and that's really just honestly my take on that.
Yeah, honestly.
All right, next one. Daryl Worley is back from suspension. You got to take her tangent on that.
I have a joke because he made a comment. He's like, "I want to see them more aggressive." I was like, "Dog, you put a gun on the cops. That's pretty aggressive."
I was ready.
Pew 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 pew.
And Panthers CBs, I'm sorry, are notoriously overrated. Second of all, the Raiders corners are a mess. Like between Leon Howell, DRC, Garrett Conley's actually playing good.
He got a pick six.
Melvin Eli. What's his name? Melvin. Rashad Melvin. I was gonna call him Melvin Eli.
Ingram?
No, I was gonna call him Melvin Eli.
That's disgusting.
The Clippers center. Anyways, yeah, pretty much all those guys rotate.
Don't ever
and they
bring
can't
up
get
Clippers again on this podcast.
And they can't get any rhythm. So even Conley's rotating, and he actually had a pick six and actually looked good. And he's actually only allowing a 25 QB rating.
Yeah, Worley's mad rating is trash. He has like 90 speed.
Just move some of those dudes to safety and quit playing, honestly.
Leon Hall's the safety. I keep telling people. All right, listen. But anyway, yeah, Worley's mad rating is like really low, and he has like 90 speed, 84 agility, so don't even talk to me about that.
Where did Leon Hall go to college?
Michigan. He was on that Rose Bowl team that lost to USC with John DeVar was Michigan's starting quarterback. Mike Hart.
Trash.
Yeah, it was trash. Braylon Edwards was on that team.
Next up,
Mike Hart.
Chris
Henry. Chris Henry was on that team.
Mark Ingram is also back from suspension.
PEDs. A bunch of people are back from PEDs.
Take or tangent.
Ingram is gonna get more of the inside runs, but